8 News Now ran a bracket to find the best pizza in Las Vegas. These are the final 4. The winner isn't who anyone expected. Oh, and we're giving away a $50 Amazon gift card somewhere in this video. So don't go anywhere.
So we call it the Yogi Scale, food, value, service. 5 points each, basic pepperoni pizza from all locations. Dom DeMarco's is up first. Now this place carries serious weight before you even walk in. The name comes straight out of Brooklyn, and pizza nerds know exactly what that means.
It's a specific standard, and I'll be honest, I was a little nervous coming in here because I didn't want it to let me down.
Did it?
Well, I'll get to that in a moment, but I want to talk about the crust first, because I think that's where the conversation really starts. The crust has that distinct char on the bottom, a little crisp at the edges, but still foldable through the middle, the way a New York slice really should be, but it was so chewy, you start to get an ache in your jaw. The sauce to cheese ratio leans heavily on the cheese side, which gives every bite a richness that holds up, even as the slice cools down. The sauce tasted like undercooked spaghetti sauce, though. The pepperoni was cut so thick, you start thinking they're just lazy.
Yeah, I'm actually shocked that this won the last pizza bracket challenge, because I didn't really like anything about it. So I'll give it a 2 out of 5 on the Yogi Scale. The crust being so thick really ruined it for me.
On value, we're landing at a 3 out of 5.
Service is a 3 out of 5 for me, so the staff knows the product, space feels intentional without being pretentious, and nobody rushed us out. It has a neighborhood pizzeria energy, even though it's anything but a neighborhood spot.
Total Yogi score for Dom DeMarco's 8 out of 15. The Brooklyn reputation is definitely not earned. The total for Dom DeMarco's is 2.5 Yogis.
And that's exactly why the next place is interesting, because it's been building its own reputation here in Las Vegas for a lot longer than Dom's has been around at all.
Metro Pizza has been in Las Vegas since 1980. That's not just seniority, that's survival. Casinos have come and gone. Neighborhoods have flipped, but Metro, still here.
And the locals know. This is the pizza that people who live here grew up eating. That means something.
So let's talk value first, because that's where Metro makes its case the loudest.
The value is a 4 out of 5. This is one of the better price points in the entire bracket. And you leave feeling like you actually got fed without anyone reaching into your pocket. For a channel built around not wasting money in Vegas, that matters a lot.
What to order is their classic pepperoni, and what locals keep coming back for is consistency. Metro didn't reinvent anything. They just found a formula that works, and they've stuck with it for decades, which sounds easy until you realize how few places actually manage it long term.
The food is a 4.5 out of 5. Flavor is solid, the ingredients are fresh, nothing disappoints. The only thing keeping it from a 5 is that Metro hasn't fully staked out its own identity yet. But here's the thing, a really good pizza that doesn't try too hard, that's harder to find than people think.
Yeah, and I'm giving the service a 5. No frills, reliable, and the atmosphere has that comfortable neighborhood feel that the Strip actively designs out of its restaurants.
Total Yogi score for Metro Pizza, 13.5 out of 15, for an average score of 4.5. That puts Metro far ahead of Dom DeMarco's, and honestly, if this were purely a value bracket, it wouldn't even be close.
But we've got 2 spots left, and the next one is the place most people in this bracket had never heard of before 8 News Now put it on the board.
Okay, so most people coming into this bracket had never heard of Napoli Pizza before 8 News Now put it on the board. And I think that's actually the most interesting thing about it.
The places with the least marketing and the most word of mouth usually got there the same way. The food did the work. I'm not so sure how this place got there.
But this place is its own thing. And I appreciate that it's not trying to be Brooklyn. It's just trying to be good.
Food is a 3 out of 5. The crust leaves a lot to be desired. What keeps it from going higher is that one visit can feel slightly different from the next. And when you're recommending a spot to someone who's only in town for 4 days, consistency matters.
Value is where Napoli does real damage to this bracket. I'm giving it a 5. But the food ceiling here is higher, so the price per quality ratio is the best in the group. That's not a close call.
Yeah, I agree. And service lands at a 2 for us. It's a smaller operation. The energy is more personal, and the staff really seems to care. But what pulls it down slightly is that it was super busy, and they kind of prioritize delivery orders. So on a great day, it just feels like a discovery, and on an off day, it feels a little uneven.
Total Yogi score for Napoli Pizza, 10 out of 15, with an average of 3.25.
And now, everything comes down to our final stop, and this one walked in with more buzz than the other 3 combined, and we're about to find out if it's earned.
Pizza Rock is downtown. It's loud, and on a weekday evening, it's exactly the kind of place that makes you wonder why anyone's sitting
in a casino food court 2 miles away.
The energy is part of what you're buying here, but unlike a lot of places where the vibe substitutes for the food, Pizza Rock doesn't make you choose.
The pepperoni pizza is the move, and the hype is mostly justified. The crust has a wood-fired quality that none of the other three can match. Slightly charred on the bottom, a chew that doesn't quit. The sauce is bright, the cheese is applied with restraint in a way that actually lets the other ingredients exist. And every component tastes like a deliberate decision was made about it.
Food score here is a 4.5 out of 5. The wood-fired crust alone separates Pizza Rock from the field.
Value comes in at a 3.5. The food is excellent, so this place is definitely worth a visit.
And service is a 5. The staff is dialed in, the atmosphere adds to the meal, and going on a weekday evening specifically feels like a completely different experience than what most visitors are going to stumble into. And yes, Mike agreed, the service was a 5.
Before we get to the final scores, the $50 Amazon gift card giveaway, drop your Yogi score in the comments. Tell which of these 4 places you think won the bracket. Head over to @vegasbuzz.with on Instagram and follow us there. 1 comment wins. So the total Yogi score for Pizza Rock, 12.5 out of 15. Final standings. Dom DeMarco's at 2.5. Napoli's at 3.25. Pizza Rock at 4.25. And Metro is 4.5. The scores are tight, but in a bracket this competitive, a quarter point is everything.
Metro Pizza and Pizza Rock are the 2 places in this group that justify leaving the strip. Full stop. In the end, Metro Pizza is our winner.
The strip will always be convenient, and convenience will always cost you. Metro Pizza won because it's doing something none of the others can fully match at the same address. The crust, the atmosphere, and the execution all together. Go on a weekday evening and you'll see exactly what we mean. And subscribe to What Happens in Vegas so you don't miss what's coming up next.